गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। So yesterday we were seeing Brahma. Brahma means Brahattamatvat Brahma. That is the primary definition of Brahma, meaning of Brahma. Primary meaning is Brahattamatvat, that is great, big, infinite. Now we saw a question asked by the Purvapakshi that Brahmavid apnoti. Apnoti means attain. So this is not correct, because attainment is possible by a limited thing and gaining another limited. Parichinna aparichinnam sarvatmakam cha brahma iti atah parichinnavad anatmavaccha tasya aptihi anupapanna. Praptischa anyasya anyena. Something other a vastu is there, gained other things. A limited vastu attains limited. But in the case of Brahma, since he is aparichinnam, sarvatmakam cha Brahma, parichinnavat, like a parichinna vastu, like a limited vastu, atmavaccha, parichinnavat, anatmavatcha, moreover like anatma vastu, a limited vastu, anya vastu, tasya aptihi anupapanna. It is not possible to attain Brahman. Attainment is not the right word and it is not possible. So Acharya ji answered this doubt from the standpoint of darshana, adarshana apekshatvad brahmana apti anaptayoho. We saw that. So that explanation was given. Ultimately, I am nothing other than the aggregation of these Panchamahabhutas. This thought born out of ignorance, aham asmi iti abhimanyate, na anya aham asmi iti abhimanyate, not different from all these congregation. Evam avidyaya atmabhutamapi brahmana brahma anaptam syat. So because of this ignorance, thus in this way, through ignorance alone, even though Brahma is siddha vastu, it remains as unknown, anaptam to a person who is a seeker, not a seeker, who doesn't know, who has not realized the truth. So whether it is Brahmavastu is not apti and anapti is the case. Question is, did you realize? If you know, it is no more anaptam. If you are not aware of that vastu, it is anaptam. If you are aware, it is aptam. Wonderful. Tasya evam avidyaya अनाप्त ब्रह्म स्वरूपस्य प्रकृत संख्या पूर्णस्य आत्मनः अविद्यया अनाप्तस्य सतः केनचित् स्मारितस्य पुनः तस्यैव विद्यया आप्तिः यथा तथा श्रुति उपदिष्टस्य सर्वात्म ब्रह्मण आत्मत्व दर्शनेन विद्यया तदाप्तिरुपपद्यते एव. Now तस्य एवं अविद्यया अनाप्त ब्रह्म स्वरूपस्य, in this way avidyaya on account of ignorance, prakriti sankhya puranasya atmanah. So this man who has forgotten to count himself, he is lost in counting other 9 and he has forgotten to count himself because of ignorance. So avidyaya anapta brahma swarupasya, because like this 10th man out of ignorance is no, though he himself very much alive, out of ignorance he is not aware of himself, not counting himself. Similarly brahma swarupam of the one individual, like prakriti samkhya puranasya, similar to that of counting, atmanah avidyaya anaptasya satah, avidyaya anaptasya satah, kenachit, by somebody comes smaritasya, somebody comes and reminds you that now again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Where is 10? You are 10. So the 10th man is remembered that you are 10th man. 10th man is not created there. 10th man is reminded that he is a 10th man. That's all. That reminding was given. A reminder was given. 10th man was not created. 10th man was already existing, but he forgot to count himself. So, kenachit, by somebody smaritasya, punah tasya vidyaya aptihi. Then the 10th man would say, हाँ, अभी 10th आदमी मिल गया, no, अभी 10th भी मिल गया, 10th भी मिल गया. Then it becomes apti. He got the 10th man. A 10th man recognized that he himself is 10th man. So, in the counting from 1 to 10, he got the 10 number. The 10th one he got. 10th one he attained. So that is the way apti. Similarly, once Guru comes and tells us that you are Brahman, and we realize and we do sadhana and come to know the truth. So what is that? We are not realized something which is not. We don't attain Brahman. We recognize that we are Brahman. So the attainment is not the right word. Here the word is Vedyam, that is Vedya Vastu. Recognition is what is more important. Just as a 10th man, when reminded by somebody, recognizes that he is a 10th person, tatha similarly, Shruti Upadishtasya Sarvatma Brahmanaha Atma Darshanena Vidyaya Tadaptihi Upapadyata Eva. Tatha similarly, Shruti Upadishtasya. Shruti has pointed out. The instructions given in Shruti, Sarvatma Brahmana, regarding the all-pervading Brahman, Atmatva Darshanena, recognizing that all-pervading Brahman as one's own self, as pointed out and as instructed in the scriptures, through Vidyaya through knowledge, then Tad Aptihi Upapadyata Eva. Then it is called Apti Eva. That becomes attained. That's the meaning. So the Brahmavid, the knower of Brahman, apnoti, attains Param, supreme. Here what is Param? Brahma Eva. Param is not other than Brahman. Why? Because when you get the knowledge of one Vastu, you will get to know that alone and not the other Vastu. So knowledge of Brahman must give you or realize, make you realize or understand the nature of Brahman and not of the world. Knowledge of the world gives you the experience of the world, but not the Brahman. So, as Acharya pointed out, nahi anyasya vijnanat anyasya praptihi. So, the knowledge of something else is not attained. From the knowledge of particular vastu, that vastu alone is attained or realized or recognized. So therefore, here Param means nothing other than Brahman. Apnoti is only from the standpoint of recognition. It is not attainment as something which is not in me, at present in me, but I attained through sadhana something gained after sadhana. No. It is only recognition. Thus, therefore, apti shabda prayogam in Upanishad is not a fault. Ayam doshaha. This has been said. Now, Brahmavida apnoti param tadeshabhyukta. Now, tadeshabhyukta. Tat esha abhyukta iti. That means what? Here, the idea which is presented in the Upanishad, tadesha abhyukta iti. Now, what is the idea? Brahmavid. Now, we have to very, very alert. I am telling you. If your mind is even one thought diverted here in writing notes, something which is not being told, or you start thinking simultaneously, or recalling other subjects what you have studied earlier, and trying to associate, you will miss the point. Better be aware. Full stop. Otherwise, you will never understand this portion. Take it as granted from me. It's a very difficult portion to understand, because we are not systematically studied Vedanta right from childhood. So better be aware. Don't partially listen. As though I know everything, I know everything, I know everything, I know everything. So be careful. Now you will understand my warning, the meaning of my warning as we go ahead. Now, Satyam Jnanam, sorry, not the Brahmavid apnoti param. Now this statement is made. So the knower of Brahman attains supreme. Now substantiate this sutra bhutam, which will come later on. Tadesha. So to substantiate what is said in the first line, that is Brahmavid apnoti param, regarding this, the following Ruk mantra is uttered. Which one? Ruk mantra. That is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Tadesha abhyukta. Here is the word Tad esha abhyukta. Here is a word or a verse, sorry, here is a verse that is followed in words. Tadesha abhyukta iti. Now, इसके बारे में इसको सूचित करते हुए, now the आगे कहने वाली पैराग्राफ में Brahmavid apnoti param is explained. That is the sense what? Here is a verse, Tadesha abhyukta, uttering that very fact. Which fact? What is the fact here? Brahmavid apnoti param. This is the fact. Now regarding this, the following verse is mentioned. Tadesha abhyukta Brahmavida apnoti param Tad esha abhyukta. Here is a verse uttering that very fact. Now, for what purpose this fact is remembered now? What is that now? What is that we have to know about Brahman? Now, that's the Acharya Sambandha is very important. Sambandha Bhashya. Now, Brahmavid apnoti param iti vakyam sutra bhutam. Now, knower of Brahman attains supreme. This is a sutra bhutam. Sutra bhutam means, sutra means alpaksharam, asandigdham, all those things are there. Sutra means alpaksharam. A sutra means which doesn't contain a big sentences. Very limited words are used in sutra. Sutra bhutam. A sutra means a pointer, a direction. Alpaksharam, first one. With limited words, sutra, Brahma Sutra. Athado Brahma Jignasa, Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Atha Yoganuशासनम Sutra. Yogaha Chittavritti Nirodha Sutra. So sutra means what? First one, alpaksharam. Second one, asandigdham. There is no ambiguity. There should not be any ambiguity in the sutra. There is no sandigdha avastha. It is very clear. The sutra should not give you a doubt or suspicion or ifs and buts. That's not the meaning. It's asandigdham. There is no sandigdhata. Alpaksharam, asandigdham. Then moreover, saravat. It is full of essence. It doesn't mean that a sutra is without any essence. No. Saravat, Vishwato Mukham. It's universal applicability. From all views, from all sides, this should stand forever as truth. So, Brahmavida Apnoti Param. Now this is Sutra Bhutam. Now, if you expand that sutram, that's why Acharya is required, a teacher is required for us. Just as Brahma Sutras composed by Vyasa Bhagavan, they were all in sutras only. 555 sutras, if you print, it is enough for 2-3 pages. But to understand, Acharya wrote commentary which runs into huge volume. And to understand Acharya's commentary, and many subsequent commentaries have come. So Sutra Bhutam means what? In a capsule form, in a very, very short form, and you have to expand it. So Acharya ji is भाष्य में अभी हम हमको बता रहे हैं कि ब्रह्मविद आपनोति परम. Knower of Brahman attains supreme. This is Sutra Bhutam. Very brief statement, but when we start analyzing it, and this Sutra Bhutam regarding this Tadeshabhyukta, a following verse is uttered mentioning or explaining the same fact. Tadeshabhyukta, same idea is conveyed. Here is a verse conveying the same idea. That is the Tadeshabhyukta. Then the following comes: Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, all those things. So, Brahmavid apnoti param iti vakyam sutra bhutam. Now we have to understand, deliberate, think, do sadhana. In trying to understand what is the meaning and why Tadesha Abhyukta iti. Now what is that the following verse, what is the very purpose and what exactly is to be shown? That is what Acharya Sambandha Bhashya said. In the ultimately, what are we going to achieve? Tadesha Abhyukta iti. In mentioning the next line, Tadesha Abhyukta, here is a verse uttering the very fact, mentioning that the very fact is uttered below. In the subsequent portion, from Satyam Jnanam Anantamaram, what is the purpose and what is the net result? What is that Upanishad is trying to make us understand? That portion, that thought, not portion, that thought, before we study Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, is made very clear to us by Acharya. Otherwise, we would not know what would be the net result or end result or understanding of the subsequent verse, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma verse. So therefore, Sarvasya Valli Arthasya Brahmavid Apnoti Param iti anena vakyena Vedyataya Sutritasya Brahmanaha Anirdharita Swarupa Visheshasya Sarvataha Vyavritta Swarupa Vishesha Samarpana Samarthasya Lakshanasya अविशेषेण च उक्तवेदनस्य ब्रह्मणः वक्ष्यमाण लक्षणस्य विशेषेण प्रत्यगात्मतया अनन्यरूपेण विज्ञेयत्वाय ब्रह्मविद्यापरं च ब्रह्मविदः यत् परब्रह्मप्राप्तिलक्षणम् उक्तं स सर्वात्मभावः सर्वसंसारधर्मातीत ब्रह्मस्वरूपत्वमेव न अन्यद् इति एतत् प्रदर्शनाय एषः ऋक् उदाह्रियते तदेषाभ्युक्ता इति. Now that is the reason why the Sadeshabhyukta iti is given to convey this idea. What is it now? Let us see. Sarvasya valli arthasya brahmavid apnoti param iti anena vakyena. Now the sarvasya valli, in the entire Brahma valli, what is the main objective or primary objective of the entire meaning, the essence of the entire valli is Brahmavid apnoti param iti anena vakyena. The essence is that knower of Brahman attains supreme. Now this is the Sutra Bhutam. अब आप लोग normally what is our understanding of intelligence so weak that we understand that इसमें क्या सोचना है. But only when we understand and try to understand the Upanishad along with our Acharya Bhashya by his grace, then we would understand it is really Sutra in brief. It's in a capsule form. When you really understand, expand. So, what is a Sarvasya Valli Arthasya Brahmavid apnoti param iti anena vakyena. Now, by the statement Brahmavid apnoti param iti anena vakyena, now very, very carefully. What is that now is pointed out? Vedyataya sutritasya brahmanaha anirdharita swarupa visheshasya. Now, first point. There are three important things. Three things are to be understood. The first one is that Brahman, Vedyataya sutritasya brahmanaha. Brahman, which was referred briefly, sutritasya, in sutra form, as Vedya Vastu, not as Aptavyam, not as attainable Vastu, but as Vedya Vastu. So Brahman was referred as Vedya Vastu. Vedya Vastu, a thing which is to be known, a thing which is to be recognized, realized, experienced, Vedya Vastu. Vedyataya sutritasya. So it is briefly referred. In a sutra form, Vedya Vastu, Brahman is pointed out, that to be recognized, to be realized. So Brahmavid apnoti param. So knower of Brahman attains supreme. That means what? Knower of Brahman. So what is to be known here? Brahma. Acha. So what is Vedya Vastu? Brahma. Vedyataya sutritasya, or a knowable entity. Vedya Vastu means a knowable entity. Now which is briefly referred Brahman, which was briefly referred as a Vedya Vastu or a knowable entity. In the sentence where Brahmavid apnoti param anena vakyena. In the sentence Brahmavid apnoti param. In the sentence. So Brahma is pointed out there. But which Brahman now he pointed out? Actually Brahman is actually not defined. Therefore Brahmana anirdharita swarupa visheshasya. The Brahman whose nature or the actual feature is yet to be ascertained or determined. It remains undetermined as of now. Anirdharita swarupa visheshasya. Brahmavid apnoti param. In that, what is the nature of Brahman? That is not yet told. You try to read Hindi commentary, you will not understand that, you will not understand anything. At least if you understand it, you will not understand anything by reading. It's a great blessing. because हम लोग सुनते सुनते पढ़ते रहते हैं. Now, Brahmavid apnoti paramiti anena vakyena sarvasya valli arthasya Brahmavid apnoti paramiti anena vakyena vedyataya sutritasya brahmana anirdharita swarupa visheshasya. Now, Brahma with apnoti param mein, Brahma, the nature of Brahma or the definition of Brahma or nature of Brahma is yet to be ascertained. It is not told here. Anirdharita Swarupam it is. As of now. Knower of Brahma attains supreme. अच्छा ये बताओ ब्रह्म क्या है? अभी तक बताया नहीं ना? So therefore, Vedyataya as a noble entity is pointed out. Sutritasya in a brief form. Vedyataya Sutritasya Brahmana Anirdharita. So in the sentence Brahmavid Apnoti Param, where Brahman is pointed out as a noble entity, which was Brahman, which was referred in the sutra form as a small, in a briefly referred as a noble entity, whose distinct nature, that is Swarupa Vishesham. What is the Swarupa Vishesha? Distinct nature or feature of that Brahman is Anirdharitam. It is remains undetermined as of now. आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि बाउंसर जा रहा है? I can't repeat so many times. अब why he is telling all these three? The subsequent verse, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, that entire Valli Artha, this, what is the end result? What is that now? Is Sutrabhutam Vakyam it is. Brahma Vidapnoti Param. So that Brahman, which is, whose distinct feature, Vishesha Swarupa Visheshanam, what is the speciality? Swarupa Vishesh kya hai uska? Brahma ka? Anirdharitam. It is not yet ascertained. But what is the purpose now? Anirdharitam, that is remain, which is undetermined. Sarvataha Vyavritta Swarupa Vishesha Samarpana Samarthasya Lakshanasya. Now, Lakshana means definition. Now, Sarvataha Vyavritta. Now, in the Hindi commentary is not exactly is correct. Because this is Nyaya Bhasha. In Nyaya language, Vyavritta means distinguishing. So, what is Lakshanam? A definition of a vastu, be very, very alert, 200% be alert. A definition means, what is the meaning of a definition? When a thing is defined, that particular thing which is defined should be distinguished from all the objects in the universe. That is called Lakshana. So, Sarvato Vyavritta Swarupa Vishesha Samarpana Samarthasya, meaning what? This subsequent verse is sought. What the purpose? To determine true nature. That is, or Lakshana. True nature of the Brahman. Through what? Through a definition, through a Lakshana, by pointing out the Lakshana of Brahman. What is Lakshanam? Lakshana means a thing which is defined. The thing which is defined, the definition should be capable of distinguishing the thing defined from the rest of the objects of the universe. That is called definition. That is called a Vishesha. If X is defined, the definition which is attributed to X, this definition should not be valid for any other vastu in the universe, then alone I can say X is defined properly. If the definition of X, the contents of the definition of the X, part contents of the definition of the X are also applicable to some other Y or Z, then X is not completely distinguished from the rest of the universe. Now, Brahma Swarupam, Brahma Lakshanam has to be now ascertained. So, when we ascertain the nature of Brahman, Sarvatah Vyavritta Sarupam, meaning it should be capable, the definition should be capable of distinguishing Brahman in a unique way from the rest of all the objects of the universe. That definition should be unique, either part or nothing should be, no, complete definition it is. So what is the first meaning, purpose of the next subsequent verse? That Brahman, Brahmavastu, which is briefly referred as a Vedyavastu, in Brahmavid apnoti param, whose distinctive feature, that Brahma's distinctive feature, Swarupa Visheshanam, is yet to be ascertained. It is still as of now undetermined. But that Brahman, which is yet to be determined, as of now, whose distinct feature, Lakshana, as Vishesha Swarupam is undetermined, is sought to know or determine that Vastu through a Lakshana which is capable of distinguishing Brahman from all the rest of the objects. This is the first importance or the purpose or the direction or the the aim of the subsequent Tadesha Abhyukta iti. Regarding this, the following verse is uttered, Brahmavidapnoti param. That is the purpose of the following content of the subject. One thing is to determine Brahman through a Lakshana, which is capable of distinguishing it from all the rest of the worlds, whose nature is not yet determined as of now, but who is pointed out as a Vedyavastu, which was briefly referred as a Vedyavastu, in the statement Brahmavidapnoti param. This is the first content. So why should we study Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma? To distinguish Brahman, to define Brahman. Because in Brahmavidapnoti param, what is Brahma is not told. To arrive at a definition of Brahman. That's one thing. Now, second one, the second idea behind the following verse, presenting the following thought from Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma in the Upanishad, the second idea is Avisheshena cha ukta vedanasya brahmanah vakshamana lakshanasya visheshena pratyagatmataya ananya rupena vigneyatvaya. Now, Avisheshena ukta vedanasya brahmanah. Now, brahmanah, the knowledge of that Brahman, Brahmanah, Avisheshena cha ukta vedanas. Uktam already. What is the uktam? The knowledge of that Brahman having been spoken of as what? Actually in an indefinite way. Ukta vedanasya. Avisheshena. Not visheshena. Avisheshena uktam. Avisheshena uktam. Meaning what? Brahma is not defined in a definite way, capable of distinguishing it from all other. No. But Avisheshena as a Samanya Lakshana was given. Samanya, not Vishesha. So, Brahman, Avisheshena cha Ukta Vedanasya Brahmanaha, now which was told already about, mentioned about Brahman, but in an indefinite way. It is not a definite way, it was pointed out. The nature of Brahman. Ukta Vedanasya Brahmanaha, that same Brahman now is sought. What is that? To make that very Brahman Vakshamana Lakshanasya Visheshena Pratyagatmataya. Vakshamana Lakshanasya, whose definition will be stated, is going to be stated very pakka. So that definition of Brahman, which was the Brahman which was defined in an indefinite way, avisheshena in the past, some time back, same Brahman whose true definition which is going to be stated vakshamana lakshanasya visheshena lakshanasya, with visheshena perfect, with a definite way it is going to be defined, that Brahman which is going to be defined in a proper definition in future, in the subsequent thought of the Upanishad, which is yet to be stated, the Brahman vakshamana lakshanasya visheshena lakshanasya prachagatmataya ananya rupena vigneyatvaya, that Brahman whose definition which is going to be stated is to be realized as one's own self as ananya rupena vigneyatvaya. It is to be known or realized or recognized as one's own self, as a non-different from one's own self. That Brahman which is to be stated with a particular definition, that is to be recognized not as other than me, but as one's own self. So in order to recognize that Brahman which is going to be stated with a proper definition, to understand that Brahman as one's own self, this is the second idea. So now we have to determine, it is sought to determine, first of all, arrive at a proper definition of Brahman. That proper definition of Brahman which is going to be stated, recognize that it is nothing different from your own self, to realize this also. Vigneyatvaya kama, second purpose is, first purpose is arrive at a lakshana of Brahman. What is lakshana? A thing which is defined through a definition should be capable of distinguishing the defined object from the rest of the objects. Capable. So the definition should be capable of distinguishing it from all the rest of the objects. So Brahman should be defined in a specific way, that the definition of Brahman cannot be attributed to some other any other vastu. That is called definition. So the purpose of the Upanishad now, the second Brahmavali, is define Brahman in a unique way. And that Brahman whose definition is going to be stated is to be realized as one's own self, non-different from me. The second purpose, the idea is this. And third one is Brahma Vidya Paramcha Brahma Vidaha Yat Parabrahma Prapti Lakshana Muktam Sa Sarvatma Bhavaha Sarva Samsara Dharmatita Brahma Swarupatvameva Na Anyat Iti Etat Pradarsanaya Yeshaharut Udahriyate Tadesha Bhikta Iti. The third idea is Brahma Vidya Paramcha Brahma Vidaha, to a knower of Brahman, Brahma Vidaha, that Brahma Vidya Palam, the phalam, the fruit of Brahma Vidya, the knowledge of Brahman, which was accrued or which is going to be accrued, which is attributed to the knower of Brahman, in the form of Parabrahma Prapti Lakshanam, to the knower of Brahman, the fruit of Brahman, realizing Brahman, which is pointed out as attainment of Supreme, Parabrahma Prapti Lakshanam. Actually, what does it mean? Parabrahma Prapti Lakshanam is actually really nothing but what? Sarvatma Bhavaha is that Brahman, attainment of Brahman, which is gained by a knower of Brahman as the result of which is nothing but, really nothing but Sarvatma Bhavaha. Sarvatma Bhava means what? Nothing but identity of our own self with all. That is called Brahma Prapti. It is not that Brahman is somewhere, Jagat is somewhere, I withdraw from Jagat and enter into Brahman. Stupid concept. Sarvatma Bhavam, the identity with the totality. With the self of all. Eva, Sarvatma Bhavam. And that one, Sarva Samsara Dharmatita Brahmaswarupatvam Eva. That which is transcending all the worldly attributes. Sarva Samsara Dharma Atita. So what is Brahma Swarupatvam? Brahma Swarupatvam is nothing other than the identity of oneself with the totality. Identity, that is called identity with the self of all. What is that? Brahman itself. Brahma Swarupatvam eva. Now again, don't unnecessarily confuse that Brahma Swarupam eva, identity with the self of all, is nothing but Brahma. Why? Brahma is Sarvatma, is the essence. Now Anyat, other than identifying with the self of all, totality, there is nothing other than gaining Brahman or recognizing Brahman. What is recognizing Brahman? Recognizing, or that is our identity with the total self, with all the self, that is the total self, with everybody, is realization. There is nothing other than that. And that identity with the totality, it would put us, and that state is Sarva Samsara Dharma Atitaha. That state is beyond the worldly state of worldly attributes. Sarva Samsara Dharma Atitaha. Brahma Swarupatvam eva na anyat. And nothing else, nothing but this only. So that state which is pointed out as statement of or state of realization as Brahma Vidya Palam in the case to a knower of Brahman is actually nothing but identity of yourself with the totality. Other than that, there is nothing. Na anyat iti etat pradarsanaya. Now these three thoughts which we have saw, in order to show these three, tadesha bhyukta iti eshaha rug udakriyate. This rug mantra is udakriyate, is uttered in the following verse, stating tadesha bhyukta iti. And so in the very fact, the meaning in uttering that tadesha bhyukta, this rug mantra is uttered for this purpose, tadesha bhyukta iti. Regarding this, there is a rug mantra which uttered like this. The thought behind this statement is what is in the following verse. In the following verse, this is what is uttered in the rug mantra. Regarding this, there is a rug mantra uttered as follows in the following verse. What is the purpose of it? To define Brahman as a unique lakshanam, which is able to, that definition which should distinguish Brahman from all the rest of the objects of the world. That's the one thing. And second thing is that Brahman whose the nature is not yet told, but which will be told, is to be recognized as one's own self, not other than that. And the realization which is pointed out as gained by the knowers of Brahman is nothing but Sarvatma Bhava, which is Sarva Samsara Dharma Atitaha. Other than this state, there is nothing else. And nothing Brahman is achievement of achieving Brahman is nothing not other than nothing but identity of one's own self with the totality. To point out these three ideas, Rug Mantra, Tadesha Bhyukta iti, this Rug Mantra which is uttered, which would point out these three things now. That's the purpose. Now, what is the definition of Brahman? What is Visheshya, Visheshana, Lakshana, Lakshya? Now, so many things are there. How is that now? The definition given to Brahman as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. How is it that it is unique? How is it that it is able to distinguish Brahman from all the rest of the objects of the world? How is that Sarvan, so Shrute Sarvan Kaman Saha? A man who realized, where should he realize? When he realizes his own heart, in his own heart, that everything is Brahman. Then he attains all the desires at once. How? What is it? On this thought only, lot of explanation, the arguments continue. So the Sutrabhutam, Brahmavidapnoti param Sutrabhutam Vakyam. In the Sutrabhutam Vakyam, in the Tadeshabhyukta regarding this, the following verse is uttered, Rug mantra is uttered. Now what is the purpose of it? What is it we are going to define? Three things are pointed out by Acharya. Definition of Brahman, recognize the Brahman as not other than your own self, and the realization means nothing but identity with the totality. These three to point out alone, the subsequent verse is uttered. That we will take up tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki